There are some special movement rules in the basic rule set relating to some of the tiles. If a tile has water or mountains touching the edge, you cannot enter or exit that tile on that side. For example, this tile has water touching all of the sides, so you cannot enter or exit this tile from any side except for this side because it has a road. This tile cannot be entered or exit from the sides. In addition, because the mountains go all the way across, you can only enter and exit from this side or this side. You cannot cross over the tile. However, this tile you can, because the special location is treated as a woods. This tile has water touching this side and roads that go out the side, so only this side cannot be entered or exit. This tile has mountains that touch this side and that side, so this side and that side cannot be entered or exited. Some things to keep in mind about the character cards are that each character has its own special ability. This ability is very situational and needs to be remembered by the player in order to claim it. For example, Captain Longsword, if he rolls a 1 during a fight, can claim that round as a victory. But you must remember, in that round, the peasant cards start the game with a natural handicap. These cards are really intended for when playing with inexperienced players. The most experienced players would then get the peasant cards. Although they do start out with a handicap, they are able to catch up later in the game if played well. If playing with 6 players, the 2 most experienced gamers at the table should get the peasant cards. First you start with the keep, placing it in the center of the playfield. You then shuffle the land cards and place them. Quester's Keep has a marketplace, so from the treasure card deck you want to separate out 1 each of the teleport potion, the healing potion, the sword of strength +1, and the magic armor of health +1, and place them out on the game field. You then want to shuffle the treasure card deck and place that out as well, leaving room for a discard pile. You then would shuffle the quest card deck and place that out as well. And you want to shuffle the wild encounter deck, leaving room for a discard pile, and the special quest encounter deck, leaving room for a discard pile. Each player selects at random their character card. We're going to use the Wizard and the Thief. Each character card has a health. In this case, they both have 4 health, so they would get 4 health tokens. Each player starts the game with 3 quest cards. And land tiles are randomly drawn from the top of the deck and placed around the keep, matching roads to roads as much as possible. Each character card has a color as indicated in the upper corner. The Wizard is blue and the Thief is black. Everyone starts at the keep. Each player can look at their own hand of cards, the quest cards. You have the Lighthouse, Ghost Town, and Field of Bones. There have been reports of a Field of Bones. Discover what has been leaving them there. These are locations you are looking for on the map. Each land tile has a location name on it. Lonely Statue, Magic Garden, Candy Cottage, Lost Tomb, Swamp of Despair, Abandoned Fortress. None of these are what you're looking for. So you would move, picking a direction and moving from tile to tile in the basic game. When you move from one tile to another, you draw a wild encounter card. You've been attacked by a tiger. The tiger has 2 health and gets 2 health markers. You would roll the green die, and the other player would roll the red die for the monster. The red is a 6, the green is a 2. The monster has a -1 attack strength. Therefore, 1 is subtracted from his die. So he has a 5, and you have a 2 because you don't have any strength yet. He is bigger than you. You have just lost 1 health point. Five and 5, his is -1. He loses a health point. Five and 4, the 4 is actually a 3. He loses a health point. You have defeated the tiger. Wild encounter cards, when defeated, go into your hand faced up. These can be traded once you return to the keep for treasure from the treasure deck, 1 each, or if you have 2 of them, you can choose from the market. Some treasure cards increase your character's ability, such as the Sword of Strength +1 or the Armor of Health +1. These make battles easier. That's the end of the turn. The turn would go to the other player. He drew the thief. The thief has a health of 4, but still an attack of -1. That's a 6 and a 0. That's a 3 and a 3. In a tie, nothing happens. That's a 5 and a 4. They lose 1 health. That's a 5, that's a 4 and a 1. They lose another health. That's a 3 and a 3. That is a 4 and a 1. This is not looking good for the Black Knife. The thief loses a point. Uh-oh, the Black Knife has died. When you die, lose all your health points, you must return to the castle. On your next turn, you will gain all your health points back. And if you have less than 3 quest cards, you can replenish them, up to 3. You can move off of the board, say in this direction, looking for your quest locations. To do that, you draw a land tile and place it matching roads to roads as you can. This one is Field of Bones. We have a Field of Bones. So instead of drawing a wild encounter card, we can choose to reveal... The thief goes down. We can choose to reveal our quest card and place it down. We're still low on health. What do we have to fight? A satyr who has a health of 4 and a strength of 0. So we're equally matched, except I'm already down 1 health. You cannot flee from a wild encounter, but you can flee from a quest encounter. If you flee from a quest encounter, you just declare that you will do so, and then the card for the quest goes to the side, face down, and the quest card goes on it. And then a marker gets placed on that location. This is now a free quest location, and any player can attempt to attack and defeat it. I have fleed from that monster, which is kind of dumb, but if I had defeated the monster, this card would be placed face up to show that I have completed a quest, and I would get the treasure indicated on the card. 2 treasures, and the card would go into the discard pile. What treasures did I get? Oh wow, that's really good. I got magic armor of health +2 and a healing potion. These go face up, meaning I am carrying them, just like I am carrying the tiger. If I die before getting back to the keep, all face-up cards go away. I have to return to the keep without dying in order to bank the treasure. Let's say he goes here next, draws a wild encounter, fights it, whatever. I go here because I'm trying to get back to the keep. A friendly wizard! You meet a friendly wizard that offers to teleport you to any map location. Boom! I'm back at the keep. I can now choose to bank this treasure, in which case I now have 2 victory points banked for the game. They should be stacked, so it's a mystery who's winning. Or I can choose to keep them active as I travel and gain the bonuses on the cards. That would help me defeat the monsters later on, as I am now have 2 more health. That explains the basic turn structure of Quester's Keep. Once someone completes all 3 quests, or 5 for a long game, as decided before the game begins, once someone has completed all 3 quests, the endgame counter gets placed on the keep's tile. When the turn returns to me, the counter gets decremented. Once the counter reaches 1, and the turn returns to me, the game is over. Only banked cards that have been turned over, count towards victory points. Count up your cards. The person with the most treasure becomes the quester of Quester's Keep.